Now I'm hearing in my ear is the woman who came, saw the baby, and tried to save the baby. And it's largely due to Rebecca Walmer that this baby is alive to continue its fight for its life in a hospital right now at this hour. Rebecca Walmer, thank you for being with us.
Sure, no problem.
Miss Walmer, tell me what happened the day you saw the baby in the trash.
We were in the house. I was in the house with my two girls preparing lunch when we heard knocks on the door, and the kids that were playing in the garbage area told my husband that they saw a baby in a plastic bag in the garbage.
And what, if anything, did you do?
Well, at that time, because my husband was the one who answered the door, he immediately went where the kids told him the bag was, so I stayed inside the apartment with my girls, and when he came back to retrieve the cell phone to call 911, that's when he told me about it, and we both ran towards the area where the bag was while we had 911 on the phone.
Rebecca, when you got to the trash bin, what did you see?
Well, when we went back towards when we went to the back of the building, he showed me the bag, and initially I didn't see any movement until I squatted over the bag, and then I, a few seconds later saw the bag moving, and that's when I just immediately picked up the bag and made a hole to expose the baby's face.
So you didn't try to undo the knot, you just tore a hole in the bag, and what did you see when you tore a hole in that bag?
Yes, I just tore the bag. I saw something moving, which appeared to be a baby, and the kids already had told us that they saw a little hand sticking out. So I just tore the bag so that the baby can breathe.
And then what did you do?
I noticed that the baby had some type of what appeared to be tissue all over it, inside the nose, the little nostrils, and the mouth. And I just started cleaning the baby, and I opened its little mouth with my fingers and took some of that tissue out of the mouth as well, and just started slowly blowing some oxygen towards the baby.
So you started trying to get the baby to breathe by blowing oxygen.
Yes.
And was the baby responding in any way at that time?
Even before I started doing that, the baby was moving. Very little, but the baby was moving. The baby was not purple or anything like that. It's a little odd because the children say that they heard cries initially, but the whole time the baby was in my arms, it didn't cry, but it was moving. And when I started blowing the air into the baby's direction, I noticed the chest going up and down.
Did the little thing ever open his eyes?
Never. The baby was so tiny. I had to use my fingernail on my pinky to try to clean everything out of its nose and the mouth. And the one miraculous thing that happened was when the baby put out his hand, I put my finger on the hand, and the baby squeezed my finger.
You know what? When you said that, Rebecca, I had chills go down my whole body. So you get the bag, the plastic bag out of the trash, tear it open, you see a baby's face, you start trying to give it CPR, blowing oxygen, and you clean out its nose. Someone had stuffed tissue in its nose and mouth. What was it like, toilet paper or Kleenex or something?
It appears to be like some type of Kleenex. You have to remember the baby still had the umbilical cord attached, and it was still like slimy, and whatever was in the bag or whatever they tried to clean it with or wrap it with, I don't know what the situation was. It was all stuck to the baby.
And when you touched the baby, the little baby squeezed your finger?
That was amazing. It was a I can't even describe it. It was amazing. I'm a mother of two girls, and I knew when that happened that the baby was going to survive.
You know, you just mentioned, Rebecca Walmers, that the baby still had the umbilical cord on it.
Yes.
Miss Walmers, I